Hey guys, we're here with a summary of the Ron Clark story. So, reason why, if you guys didn't see last week, we did a bunch of Nancy Drew stuff for all 3 days, so we needed to slow down. Yes, Wednesday will be the first short mystery, like the introduction. So it'll be like a 20 minute, but I'm not gonna be pushing more Nancy Drew else in that small day on uh, Monday. So why are we covering this movie in the first place? So I know that I'm one to talk and I'm of the Gen Z, but Gen Alpha is something else. So the Ron Clark story, let's go through the summary. This is an actual it's acted out as for history. Basically, this guy does have a school, and basically, this guy was just like he was meant to train youth to be higher educated. He did better testing scores. He made it to where education was fun. Made it to where people that were having a hard time learning and understanding how to absorb the stuff. He made it to where he could make that person focus. He learned them more personally and got them into it. And then he goes to New York to get a better job. And the ones that are there's no it's a lost cause is what basically the news is saying about this area of education. And he comes, can't find a job, runs into a cosplay diner and runs into his love interest, which ends up being with a guy already. So half the story he's, looking at this already taken woman with hard eyes, and does take takes his shot when she might be running out of his life, and they end up. It looks like getting together in the end. I didn't do too much research in the actual real life stuff. But the biggest part is in this school that he goes for, the sixth grade class is the worst of the worst. They don't care. They don't have respect. They don't care about their education, which then you gotta wonder, just this school really should have had a lot of these kids had some more discipline with how they did stuff. But every day he'd either just get over. They didn't care what he was saying. They disrupted class. They graffitied and ruined the classroom. And he was back and forth with them. He got their attention for a little bit. He did stuff to keep them entertained. And eventually he's so here's how this crowd. He eventually learns the crowd how they are, because this is a pretty bad area. And even though even nowadays New York City's don't, it's so expensive, why would you go out there? But anyways, it's I know for a shot at the big shots, but it's this is a very low income group. There isn't a lot. There's an adoptive situation going on where there's not a lot of actual care given there. But it's just he learns to show the kids that he cares, shows that he's willing to play along with how they care to learn. He turns how to do the presidents into a rap. He does every 15 seconds I'll drink some milk just to if you can listen and keep attention, I might throw up. Stuff like that to just keep them, and they'd eventually respect him because he started putting more more time into them as they are. Yes, he still taught them and educated them, but he still was hey, you are a human being, and I will help you with what you need before I drill you with a bunch of education. Let me help you, and then help me do my job. and then help yourself with a better education with possible better life down the road. And a lot of these people in the end were bright. You know, once they caught the concept, they were very bright people. And just all the, like, there's like 4 or 5 personal connections. There's one girl who just like babysitted her siblings, so she didn't have time to do any homework or actually focus on schooling. So he's like, all right, I'll talk to your, I'll help you with your kid sitting and teach you. Where, you know, the mom had a problem with that, but eventually he's like, this girl could be talented. Why would you hold her to just this one thing? Which, one of my problems with what she said, which was like, you're getting her hopes up. Women, you are supposed to give her a high bar at the first part. I know it's like, yes, the world is a sad place and still is and getting worse. I mean, the end of this year is going to be crazy. I won't talk about any of that stuff, by the way. This is not a channel for that. But the concept of what I'm bringing this up for is just the youth of today needs to be showed stuff like this, and teachers that are in these positions, while you don't need to be showing up at every person's house and going to hang out with them every single day, you should have some involvement with that person, because getting to know that person makes them want to listen to you more, respect you more. And I think that's not just the teachers, it's everyone. And this does get our youth back into a better mindset, but the issue is movies like this need to be shown to the youth, because a lot, like my generation was brought on, the world is crap. Like, news is everywhere. We have phones, so we can just see that bad stuff happens around the state and countries. And it's sad that we're such in a depressive state anymore. And a little study that I won't bring up too much, but it was like white Caucasian Americans don't feel proud for who they are, and it just, that's a mindset now. So it's just, we need to do more stories like the Ron Clark story and try to actually influence these youth and be like, hey, yes, I understand that this stuff can happen, and I'm right there with you, and I'll help you, but you need to stop making it so difficult, because, well, yes, stuff can happen, but it'll continue to happen if you don't reach out for help or won't accept the help that's been given to you. But anyways, that's just a quick little thing. I'm still needing to go to bed here, and I need to wake up here in like 5 hours. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.